Looking at the soaring volume of waste generation with increasing population, waste management is the need of the hour. They say, lead by example. And that is exactly what HSR layout is trying to do. Set an example for the best practices in solid waste management. HSR layout, located in Bengaluru, is known for managing solid waste in an effective and efficient way. Around 90% of waste segregation is being carried out at source, along with lane composting, park tank composting, temple composting, and dry waste collection center. The city has set an example to decentralized approach in solid waste management. In addition to this, in creating awareness to everyone about waste management and encouraging learnings about composting and sustainable lifestyle, Swachhagraha Kalika Kendra plays a vital role. Dear citizens, this is the announcement of BBMP. BBMP has made garbage segregation mandatory. In this regard, citizens should separate their household waste at source. Wet waste, dry waste, and reject waste should be given separately. Waste. Waste is generated every day. Instead of mixing this waste and throwing it in a corner, it is our responsibility to segregate it at source and handle it properly. In HSR, nearly 90% of waste segregation is carried out effectively. The segregated waste is handed over to the waste collection vehicle that comes every day. Then, the segregated waste is not mixed in the cart, is stored separately and taken. In terms of segregation, in all the BBMP wards, ours is the number one ward. Ask our auto drivers as a surprise. They themselves say that we do not get mixed garbage in any way because we warn people and follow up. In every block, wet waste and reject waste is collected every day and dry waste is collected twice a week. The waste that is collected separately is then transported to specified collection centers through BBMP vehicles. The kitchen waste that we generate at home, like vegetable and fruit peels, leftover food, etc., can be composted at home. A lot of HSR residents follow this. They go by the motto, "My garbage is my responsibility." We can use the compost to grow healthy plants in our own backyard. In a very simple way, if we spend 2 minutes a day, we can compost wet waste at our home. From past 8 years, I am composting wet waste. In the last 8 years, I have never given the wet waste to BBMP. The Varasiddhi Vinayaka temple in 7th sector of HSR layout proudly calls itself as Plasticfree Temple. This temple's speciality is that the flowers and the fruits offered to the god is later segregated and composted at the temple itself in a divine composter. This compost will be used to the parks and will be distributed among the residents of the layout. After it is composted, we take it to our home saying it is a divine compost. We can then use it to our plants. Then we can offer a guilt-free puja to God. With the cooperation of BBMP and welfare associations of 7th sector, we have started segregation at Temple. At start, it was quite difficult. It is going really great now. And we say our temple is a plastic-free temple. We are proud to say that we are a clean temple due to everyone's cooperation. We are now in Twin Park of HSR 3rd sector. I will show you how to compost the leaves lying on the road. Back in 2015, in the evening, people used to burn the leaves. We could sense the smoke by evening 6:30 to 7. So, to solve this problem, we went to the Joint Commissioner of Bommanahalli and asked him for tanks in the parks. Immediately, he agreed. Now there are 22 park tanks in HSR. The leaves lying around the park are swept and brought into the pit. Dung water is sprinkled once in 15 days. With the rainwater, it goes down and compost is formed. After the compost is ready, we use it for the same park, or messages will be sent to the residents. Whoever wants takes it. The motto is to avoid burning of leaves. Leaves contain carbon in them. It should go back to the soil. If there is no carbon in the soil, there will be no fertility. This park tank has no concrete below, so if it rains heavily also, everything goes down and earthworms also comes from below. It is very important to compost leaves, so there will be no problem of burning. Another interesting practice of this area is the lane composter or street composters. In HSR layout, there are nearly 10 to 15 lane composters. Wet waste collected from around 40 houses in that street is fed to the lane composter. Once this is converted into compost, it is distributed among the residents of the street. Talking about best practices in HSR, a mention of Swachhagraha Kalika Kendra is a must. First of its kind in India, an information education center. Swachhagraha Kalika Kendra is a solid waste management learning center. This center houses more than 20 home and community composting models, both DIY and vendor based. This center also models the community garden with healthy chemical-free vegetables and greens that is grown using the compost that is generated within the center. The center promotes the usage of greener alternatives to a sustainable lifestyle, like low waste home, plastic-free life, sustainable menstruation, composting, and the like. Awareness on sustainable hygiene is one of the major campaigns that this center is involved in. They have changed the lives of many Paurakarmikas who are now converted. Yes, that's the term they proudly use to mention the change they have brought. No cash, no trash, no rush. This concise mantra encapsulates the transformative shift towards eco-friendly ministerial practices. It has been 7 years since we started using cup. So we also thought of issuing the ministerial cups to the Paurakarmikas as well. We were scared initially. Will they understand this ministerial cup? Will they use it? Will they be scared to use it? So we trained and hand-holded them to use menstrual cup. Now we are doing the same in Bommanahalli ward as well. With the help of Circular Waste Solutions and Sahas NGO, we call for menstrual cup donors and distribute cups to Paurakarmikas. My dream is that all of them who are menstruating Paurakarmikas should use menstrual cups all across Bengaluru. Till then, we won't stop. My name is Ganga. I am using cup since 2 years. There is no problem from this. Pad use causes problems. With menstrual cup, it has become easy to travel and go anywhere we want easily. Now without menstrual cup, I even can't survive.
If there is any active citizen, responsible citizen who is who is cup-verted or who is a cup user and know the benefits of it, want to do transform their ward, their neighborhood frontline workers like Paurakarmikas, police women, be it Asha workers, Anganwadi teachers, any frontline workers in their ward, if they want to transform, we are there to help.
BBMP, RWA, SWMRT all together have improvised the quality of segregation in HSR. Penalty is the main concept. We are seeing a change there because of the penalty on the spot. One small change has changed the whole HSR. I am very proud to be the health inspector of HSR. Intentionally, we don't penalize. Simply put the awareness in words, it is not effective. So we impose penalty. Before penalizing, we make sure if they have all the garbage disposable facilities.
So all these penalty drives are every single day motivated from HSR. Now across Bangalore we see a lot of marshals and lot of junior health inspectors every day being on toes to bring the change, and that has really showed the difference.
Another good practice is the zero waste event. Not only promoting but practicing is their go-to mantra. They either carry their own cutlery or borrow steel cutleries from cutlery banks for all their events and make sure that they do not generate any waste. Let's celebrate zero waste events. Along with wet waste management, the dry waste in HSR is also managed effectively. Dry Waste Collection Center is decentralized waste management facility where the dry waste collected from the households are further segregated into 30 or more categories, sorted into different types and is sent to the recyclers when it reaches a sizable volume. Plastic is sorted into 11 or more types. Cloths are separated and sent to the material recovery facility centers. The Dry Waste Collection Center uses conveyor belt for segregation and baling machines to bale similar objects. Without dry waste collection centers, we cannot reduce the amount of waste that goes into the landfill. So, dry waste collection centers are one of the best practices in HSR layout. Our layout has witnessed many firsts. That is, maybe segregation at source, plastic ban, renter cutlery, tree plantation, sustainable menstruation, etc. I feel proud to be associated with such an environmental friendly organization. In HSR layout, with the support and effort of HSR Citizen Forum, Solid Waste Management Roundtable, and Garbage Contractors Annapurneshwari Associates, 90% of waste is being segregated at source. With lane composting, temple composting, park tank composting, and Swachagraha Kalika Kendra, nearly 3000 kgs of wet waste is being composted daily. Further, nearly 5,000 kgs of dry waste is being segregated at the dry waste collection center. Nearly 2,000 tons of waste has been avoided ending up in the landfills. Swachagraha Kalika Kendra has been playing a major role in creating awareness on composting, segregation, sustainable living to the general public. The step taken by HSR citizens, BBMP, SWMRT towards creating sustainable living and garbage-free city is an example to many of us.